Hello there everyone and welcome to another top 10 facts you may not have known. Today we are going to do one about The Shining, which is in fact my favourite horror film of all time. Now I'm absolutely certain in my knowledge of how obsessed Shining fans are with the film that these will be known facts to some people, but the vast majority might not know. But anyway, let's get on with the facts. In at number 10 we have the scene where Jack is being interviewed for his position at the Overlook Hotel, and look at this tie and look at the maze. Look pretty similar, don't they? In at number 9, this is the opening scene of The Shining, something that is recognised for being extremely beautiful, but it does have something that begs the question, was Kubrick as much of a perfectionist as we were led to believe? In this shot going towards the Overlook, you can clearly see helicopter blades towards the top of the shot from where the camera was filming the hotel. Sticking with this scene, can anyone actually spot that massive fucking maze that's an integral part to the film?
Come out, wherever you are.
I know that is something that doesn't affect the quality or also the performances in the film, but the guy does 127 fucking takes. Couldn't he notice that tiny, absolutely ginormous maze? To a lot of people, this is going to be a very obvious thing, but as much you might remember The Shining as axe wielding and the keyword being murder, there is only actually one kill in The Shining, but what it is pure quality of horror. Next is something that has always annoyed me over the years that I've been watching The Shining. During the film's most iconic scene, you see Jack's axe down the right-hand side of the door. When did he do that left side? But nevertheless, it's still a great scene and performs one of cinema's most classic lines.
Here's Johnny!
Just before we get into the creepiest scene in the entire film, there's another question that's asked. Where the fuck is this TV plugged into? Seriously, look at that. That is mental. There is nothing. A very famous conspiracy theory around The Shining and the documentary of Room 237 is about the Apollo moon landings. This is the only scene where I can see a few coincidences, but let me know what you think down in the comments. For example, there are so many comments about the shapes on the carpet, how it looks like a NASA station. Also, just look at Danny's jumper. For this next point, all I have to do is play you a scene.
Yes.
Hey, the weather forecast said it's gonna snow tonight.
In the first shot, the chair is behind Jack, and then it cuts to Wendy, and then it comes back to Jack. Where's the chair? This is not an Easter egg in the film, but The Shining was actually nominated for 2 Razzie Awards, Worst Director for Stanley Kubrick and Worst Actress for Shelley Duvall. It's hard to believe that such a flawless horror film would get nominated for not 1 but 2 Razzie Awards. I think consistently the most debated thing about The Shining is the final photograph. This is normally spoken about due to the fact that it's portraying that Jack has been there since 1921. But for some other people, this means something completely different. A lot of people actually believe that The Shining is relating in some way to the Holocaust. I assume that being Jack slaughtering his family in a similar way to the Nazis slaughtered the Jews. But if you look here, you can vaguely see, as the photos transition, a subtle representation of what could be a Hitler moustache on Jack's face. Is this right? Is it not? Let me know any Easter eggs that you've spotted from The Shining, or any conspiracy theories that you're aware of. I'd be fascinated to hear them. Even The Shining, which is a pinnacle of horror, there are still things you can pick out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.
Write my rhymes in a death note. Kill a career, but you already know it's time to stop thinking that you're making dough. Just please do as I say so and go.